So shopping at a farmer's market can be sometimes a little intimidating, especially for those of us who are used to buying weekly groceries at a regular supermarket. So we thought we would ask our resident expert, Mary Berg, to show us how to navigate a farmer's market. Take a look.
It is a beautiful day here in Toronto, and I am at my favorite place, a farmer's market. Now, the farmers are setting up some beautiful produce, and I'm very excited about it. Follow me, and I'll give you some tips. My first tip, try to go early or late. Look how big this blackberry is. If you're looking for the best of the best, go early. The farmers put out the most beautiful stuff first, and often it gets snatched up pretty quickly. Now, if you don't mind if you have a squashed raspberry or two, I would suggest going late. That's when farmers start to cut their prices down a little bit, and you can often get more bang for your buck. Guys, there's cheese here. My next tip, always bring cash. Most farmers market stalls don't have debit or credit machines, so cash is your best friend. Now, if you're like me and you tend to go a little crazy when there's a ton of delicious produce to buy, I set a budget and it helps keep me in check. I bring $40 and that's all I'm going to spend. Before you buy anything, take a stroll around the market. Now, there are bound to be stalls selling the same thing, so take a walk around and make sure you're getting the most beautiful produce for your money. Another reason to take a stroll around the market is so that you can budget your cash and the space in your bag. There's nothing worse than walking around, finding something beautiful, but realizing you have no room or money left. Next tip, bring your own bag. Now, this one might seem like a bit of a no-brainer, but why not bring your own bag? Yeah, the stalls will have those little plastic bags to put your produce in, but why not just reduce your waste even more and just bring your own? Now, when you're choosing a bag to bring, just make sure you're choosing one that you don't mind getting a little bit dirty. Farmers market produce can be a little bit more gritty than their grocery store cousins. My most important tip, talk to the farmers. Now, Joan, what do you recommend? What is perfect in season right now?
One of my favorites is the new potatoes. They're just harvested. Cook them, and then I love to pair them with a fresh Spanish onion. I will slightly saute them with fresh ground pepper.
Isn't she the best? Joan just gave me an amazing recipe for potatoes and onions, and I'm definitely making that for dinner tonight. This is why I love farmers markets. My next tip, to list or not to list. Now, I'm pretty much the biggest list maker in the world. My grocery shops are so hyper-organized. But when I come to the farmer's market, I don't really like to make a list. I like to let Mother Nature decide what I'm gonna make. If I really have my heart set on rhubarb, but it's all gone for the season, raspberries will be absolutely perfect. I do like to bring a notebook to make little notes for recipe ideas that I get from the farmers. So always bring paper and always bring a pen. Scapes are so good. They're the tops of really young garlic, so there's no cloves in the garlic yet. They're kind of the texture of asparagus, and they're just so good in pesto or just grilled up. All right, guys, I got a bag full of goodies and a ton of new recipe ideas, so I'll see you back in the studio.